Hey guys, Sam here from Glasgow TCG. So I have another Force of Will deck profile. This is for Machina, the Machine Lord. So it has a deactivate cost of pay 4. The the good thing about Machina is that the deck is searchable almost. So I can pay X and search your deck for an addition or resonator with total cost X or less, with no attribute. So machines effectively. I reveal it and put it into my hand, and I can only do it once per turn. Be unbelievable if I do it more than once per turn, so I'm quite happy because it'd be a little bit broken, and it's very fair that way. So he flips over to Machina, the machine, Mechanical Empire. Never even read his name before. So when it enters the field, you can put up to 3 machines with no cards with no attribute. I guess how it's worded. Yeah, cards or resonators or additions with no attribute onto your field. Banish a resonator with no attribute and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this card for the rest of this turn. And it has God's Art of pay 3. Resonators with no attribute you control cannot be destroyed this turn. And obviously play God's Art once per turn. Once per game, sorry. Once per turn. Wow. Imagine. So yeah, the reason for Machina is it supports the deck and it is really fun to play and I enjoy it a lot. So I went with a ramp version. So I play 10 green stones. Really simple. Mainly to go with one of the cards that I play. So I play 4 Elvish Priest to ramp for that green. And then 4 Gretel to always ramp me a stone because I'm always going to hit wind. It's effectively just there to ramp and then block something. So I then play 4 Familiars of Holy Wind. This is literally just to keep my hand advantage sort of up there a little bit. I know I can search, but I can only search once per turn. And Corby likes Spiral of Despair apparently. But yeah, so this is there. It can beat things for 300 if you need to, but I barely ever use it. So I'm going to talk about the Regalia first, which is Maribel, the Street Doll. I play 4. I'm not the biggest fan. I can understand. It has utility in resting it and banishing it to destroy another Regalia on the field. Can be used to kill Levitines, bows, and anything Death Scythe. Although Death Scythe doesn't really hurt this deck at all, because I have my resonators. My Machina is there just to search and to put 3 things onto the field. So because I have Machina as my ruler, I can play 2 less. So this becomes a 1k for 3 and then flips itself back. Really simple, enjoyable. I just have fun playing this deck. So for just for the machine part, I play 4 of Clockwork Soldier. So it's a 1-drop, 300 target attack, and I can pay 1. This card gains plus 200 until end of turn, but I have to banish it. I like to have my field and I like to have my resonators, so I have never used the second effect until I read the card there and realized it had a second effect. Next is the 2-drop flyer for 5/5. Fairly simple. It flies, it's the reason it's used. Next is Charging Assaulter. So I play 4. It's a 3-drop machine, and if it can attack, it must attack. As you choose a card to attack, you have to attack with this card. So if you battle, this card must be chosen first. If there's two, you obviously pick which order. So whenever this card gets blocked, it gains plus 200. It can become a 9/7, and obviously with cards later on, it gets a lot of buffs. So the idea of the deck is to buff and then go, I have everything, and then they can't really kill me because I have so much advantage in field. Next is Power Supply Team. So it's another 3-drop. It's a machine. Banish this card and recover target resonator. 5/5. It goes in for damage. It then banishes itself and recovers something, and then it goes in again. It's really solid. I enjoy it. People forget about it, and then it wins me games because they don't think, because they have so much damage left and forget that I can recover something. So next I play 4 Longinus, the Mechanical City. It's a 2-drop addition, and machines I control gain +2/+2. Everything's machine that I'm going to attack with. I'm barely ever going to attack with a priest, a Gretel, or a cat unless it's really early game. But I can also pay 2 and rest this card, and target resonator loses flying, first strike, pierce, and or target attack till end of turn, and I can choose one of my cards and it gains that ability until end of turn. Really solid. You can steal flying to give something you have flying, and then maybe flying for game, or flying for the amount of damage that you need to kind of support what you want in future. So the card that sort of makes the deck work is March of the Machine Lord. So it's a 5 cost, but you may pay 1 less for every machine I control. And resonators I control with no attribute gain +300, 300 in swiftness until end of turn. So my idea is flip Machina, drop down 3 3-drops, and then I then hopefully have 2 things on field. So these just become huge, have swiftness, and can attack and for masses of damage, and hopefully that wins me the game. If not, to be honest, the deck kind of crumbles, and not really anything else to say. The deck plays 10 different cards and 4 of those 10 different cards. I would probably change it if I was wanting to do something with the deck. Like maybe I could add in some Zeeks, add in machines from the new set will probably get added in instead of Maribels, because I prefer the resonators and I prefer to be able to search my deck for anything. And the new 1-drops are kind of nice, so they'll probably get added in, and the rest of the deck will probably stay the same, to be honest. Just the ramp's just too nice not to use, because it gets you to your plays quicker, and it gets you to that final point where you just push for game even quicker, and it outrushes some decks. Obviously it won't beat anything that's remotely good, i.e. Blazer Knights or Bahamut or Arla Knights, because they just have so much control over your board, which you can't stop, because you play no defense, you play ramp to hit your aggression, and then hopefully win games. Anyway, that was Machina, the Mechanical Emperor. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, put it down below and I'll get back to you. Glasgow TCG signing off.